Hello dear, you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Emanuela and I am a 300 level medical student of the University of Ibadan. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If this is your first time of coming to this channel, you're welcome. Please click on the subscription button and turn on your notifications so we can grow together. Thank you so much once again for clicking on this video. Let's get into what we have today. So today I am going to be telling you the possible things you can do if you had a low JAMB score, or perhaps you had a high JAMB score but the JAMB score is lower than what you want to use and study the course of your choice. First of all, I want you to know that I passed through this stage, so I know what it means for you to write JAMB and it's not up to your expectation. I also know what it means for you to be aspiring to enter the university but it's as if things are not working the way you want them to work. So I just want you to know that you are not left alone in this journey, and I want you to know that it's a problem that one day will have an end, and once it has an end, you are going to forget everything you passed through in this journey. Once again, my name is Emanuela and I am a 300 level medical student of the University of Ibadan. Yes, I am a medical student today, but when I wrote my first JAMB, I wasn't admitted into the medical field. So I am just trying to let you know that you are not left alone in this journey. Maybe I will make a different video to tell you my story, or let me just tell you a part of my own story. Because when I wrote my first JAMB, that was in 2016, I was writing JAMB, WAEC, NECO, all the exams together. You know how it used to be. So first JAMB came first. JAMB was in February that year. So I applied for JAMB at the same time I am preparing for WAEC and other things like that. And when I went to write my JAMB, lots of computer issues. By then it was under the former JAMB registrar, so lots of computer issues and things like that, especially where I wrote my JAMB that year at Ilupeju in Lagos. So at the end of everything, my brother was the one that checked my results and it was like, wow, it's 186. But at the end they were like, oh, because of the loss of computer issues and everything, that they are going to add 40 marks, and that was how I had 226 that year. And I was applying for medicine and surgery. So on my own, I was really depressed. I was just on my own really depressed, like, why would I get this kind of score? Because I felt, no, this is not the kind of score I wanted. I was highly depressed, which is why I understand you, and which is also why I am making this video to help you, because I know what I have passed through to write my JAMB. So I was like, okay, if this is what I got, well, I'll not allow it to put me down. So I started studying, especially towards the WAEC and the NECO that was coming forth. Luckily, mathematics, further maths, and courses like that were my best courses. So I was always in the library trying to cover out a lot of topics. To cut the long story short, I wrote my WAEC, wrote my NECO, and then what did I do? Immediately I started preparing for JAMB for next year. I did not care about other things. I am just telling you a bit of this, but in another video I'm going to talk to you on when to start preparing for post-UME, and also when to start preparing for, perhaps you want to write another JAMB, also when to start preparing for another JAMB, and how to go about it using my own personal experience. That is what I am using to tell you this, and I am telling you this from my heart as someone that loves you and has faced what you have faced, and someone that knows that there's a way you can go about it. So actually, if you had a low JAMB score, I'll group this low JAMB score as if you had below 200, if you had up to 200, but you didn't have up to the expected score you wanted to have. So I'll start with those that had below 200. First of all, I want to tell you that regardless of everything, you have a lot of years to spend on earth. Most times, those of you that are writing JAMB could just be like below 20 or even in your early 20s. Those of you that are writing JAMB. So I want to first of all tell you that you have a lot of years to spend on earth. So that somebody entered school, maybe your mates have entered school, should not be a ginger for you to settle for any course. What should be your ginger is, at least when I have written this JAMB and I have passed it, at the end I will be able to get a job. That should be what is your that is what should be your ginger. Your ginger should not be all my mates, everybody have entered school. When I come out on my street, everybody is asking me, why am I, are you in school now, how far, what's going on, like stuff like that. Yes, I know, quite all right, because even by then I didn't want to be coming out of my house, because I was like, no, I am supposed to enter school straight. That was because I planned my life that way, but it didn't work out that way. Your ginger, once more, should be, in the next 10 years, where will I be? Will I have a good job? Not just that I want to settle for any course. Not that there's any course that's not good. All courses are good, but in Nigeria, we need to face reality. If I tell you that in Nigeria all courses are lucrative, I will be lying to you. So I want you to study that course that at the end you will be able to get a job. You understand what I mean, right? At the end, you'll be able to get a job. Do you understand what I mean? Yes, I want you to study a course that at the end you will be able to get a job. That you spent 2 years writing JAMB, though it will not matter to you as much as you spent some years studying a course, and at the end you are not spending 5 years without having a job. By then your parents would have felt you are grown, so they won't be taking care of you the way they are supposed to. Your uncles, all of them, they feel you should be able to cater for yourself. So it's actually easier to spend, I am not saying it's your portion, but I'm just trying to tell you that it is better to spend an extra year and get a course that is lucrative than for you to just go for any course. Because when you finish going for any course, from your NYSC, people will give you space, and it will be more frustrating not having a job. So back to the things you can do if you have a low JAMB score. If you had below 200, at least I sincerely hope you had up to 180. In admission process, I know of many schools that connection can as well help. You can check out the connection you have. Aside that, there are many schools that cut 180 as a cutoff mark. You can try out those schools. Aside that, there's College of Education, especially for those that want to become teachers. Teachers are actually making it high, because you can teach in school and also have private teachings. Those that can go to polytechnics, school of health, school of nursing, these are opportunities. I would prefer you go into the health line if at all you want to settle. Either you go into health line or College of Education. That's what I would prefer. That's for those that had below 200. And this is not to say that you should not write JAMB again. No, I would advise, highest you went to School of Health or School of Nursing, I would be glad if you did that, because I have seen that that's also lucrative. But the sincere truth, the truth is that most times people that went to School of Health or School of Nursing don't get as much promotion as those that studied BSc nursing in school. From what I have seen, it is in rare cases that they get as much promotion as those people that actually went to the university to study nursing. You know, in this video I'm just hitting you the truth, because I have to tell you the truth, because for you to click on this video, it means you want to learn something. So I want to tell you something as someone that has seen something and someone that has made researches. I also want to tell you that it's not the end of the world. That you got below 200 does not mean you are not smart enough. That first time that the results came out, and okay, let me say I later got to 26. At the end, I will tell you how I prepared for the next JAMB, because at the end, if you watch my previous videos, you will see where I had 328 and 90. I even had 96 in physics. So that's not what defines you. What defines you is the ginger you used to face either pursue me or the ginger you used to face another JAMB. That is what defines you, the goal you have in your head. I've made a video before on the materials you need. I interviewed someone on the materials you need to pass JAMB excellently, and emphasis basically was on past question. I'm talking about past question because it's past question that helped me to have 96 in physics. Not that it's the exact question from past question that came out in physics, but the fact that when I see a question on past question, I will study it properly, and when I study it properly, I'll find out that whenever I see a question on that topic anywhere in past question, I'm able to solve it. Now, what back to the things you can do if you have a low JAMB score. You can start now to prepare for post-UME. That if you had, let me say you had 280 and you are going for medicine and surgery, especially in a school like University of Ibadan, you know that you really need to start preparing for post-UME. How did I say? You really need to start preparing for post-UME, because when you start preparing for post-UME, it will give you a serious ginger, like a go ahead. You shouldn't wait. Even if you had up to 380, 320, which is not even possible, or you had up to 320, you should actually start preparing for post-UME, because post-UME will give you an edge over many people. Like it will boost your result as much as possible. So please start preparing for post-UME to boost your JAMB score. Or you can do change of course. If you are doing change of course in Nigeria, here there are courses I will advise you to change to. Number one, courses in the medical line. I will advise you to change to courses in the medical line, or education courses, like courses that will help you to stand alone. Why did I say education? Because on your own you can just start organizing JAMB lessons, because you have an education certificate. You understand? So I want you to study courses that will make you to stand on your own and be grounded, to stand on your own when you have finished the university and be sound and be okay. There's also another way. You can settle for another course. You can do change of course to a different course, but when you get there you prepare and write another JAMB. But the reason why that one is a bit difficult is because when you have gone for that course, you tend to be a bit deceived that this course is actually better than the one you wanted before, which meanwhile in reality it's not like that. But most times your lecturers tend to tell you these are the distinct opportunities of studying this course, and you just believe it like that. But when you finish school, you find out that those opportunities, even if they will work, it will just be for 1%. So even if you are going for a course so that you can write JAMB again and go for the course you wanted before, it is good, but just make sure you will not stay there. Make sure that when you get there, you will not be deceived and be like, I am already here, this is where I am going to be. No, I don't want you to be like that. I want you to know where you are going when you get there. When others are playing, you know where you are going, you are focused. So number one, I've talked about you starting now to prepare for post-UME, and I've now talked about change of course. You can do change of course to a different course. For example, if you put in for medicine and surgery before, you can do change of course to nice courses, physiotherapy, MLS, pharmacy. These are nice courses in the medical line. Radiography, radiology, stuff like this. These are nice courses in the medical line that even abroad they are highly recognized. Aside that, I would also like you to check out scholarships abroad. Yes, check out scholarships abroad, especially this period, because the way ASU strike is going, it's just too bad. So I would also like you to check out scholarships abroad. It will be good if you get full scholarships abroad. So as much as possible, please check out scholarships abroad. So another thing you can do if you have a low JAMB score is to know the right materials. If at all you are going to write JAMB again, know the right materials to use. I made research before I made this video, so I said, okay, let me not just use the Y pass JAMB. Maybe it's not the Y pass JAMB that will work for everybody. So I asked my classmates who had above 300 in JAMB. In my class, basically everybody had above 300 in JAMB. So I was asking my classmates, and when I found out that some of them used LAMLAD to study, some of them used LAMLAD, and some of them used new school, and also people use different materials. But basically what I used was I solved a lot of past questions. So please, I will advise you to get all these materials we talked about so you can start preparing again. I solved a lot of past questions, but I had a lot of brain training before JAMB came. When I said that I had a lot of brain training before JAMB came, I will teach you how to actually train your brain towards an exam. I am going to teach you how to train your brain towards an exam, but that will be in another video, because this video is getting too long and I don't want you to get bored with this video. Another thing you can do is change of institution. You can actually change your institution. For example, if you know a school that only admits on merit list, for example you chose University of Ibadan that only makes use of merit list, you might want to try out a school that also admit, like releases VC lists, supplementary lists and lists like that. I had a niece that tried out University of Ibadan for School of Nursing, for nursing sciences. She tried out University of Ibadan, but it didn't work out. Where is she now? She's already in Delta State University, and she's there with 200 and I think 220. No, she had 215 in JAMB. If I'm not mistaken now, she had like 215 in JAMB. So I have a niece like that. If you can do change of institution to an institution that will actually accept your JAMB score, I'll tell you the truth as much as possible. And one of you has said I should create a group for you to be brainstorming. That's a very brilliant idea. I would also like you to give me ideas on what I should do for you to be able to like enter school, because it's actually in my best interest for you to enter school. So one of you has said I should create a group, a WhatsApp group, but I think it's better for me to create a Telegram and a Facebook group for you. You can follow my page on Medical Diaries and then be posting brainstorming stuff there. So I think it's better for me to create a Telegram and Facebook page or group, and then Instagram. What do you think? I would like to know your suggestion on the comment section, what you want. And for those of you that are preparing for WAEC, luckily the best WAEC student in the whole West Africa in the year 2018, Mr. Arotiba Shinwara, is in my department, is in my class here in the University of Ibadan. We are in the same department here. So luckily he's in my class. He's the best person to talk about WAEC. So I am going to interview him on how he was able to achieve such a great feat, because he's not even the best in Nigeria, he's the best in the whole West Africa in 2018 for WAEC. So I wish you really the best. I just wish you good luck on this, and I sincerely want to see you in school this year. I forgot to say you congratulations on your JAMB results. Congratulations. This is just the beginning. All right, so have a nice time.